Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video. So today we're going to go and take a look at the next Dokkan Fest. This is the Saiyan Day Dokkan Fest. That's going to be coming to both Global and JP. This Vegeta looks to me like he's head and shoulders the best TUR. Now, LRs completely run the game. It's not like TURs are very good, but this Vegeta seems like he's going to be a very powerful option. I've seen some people talk about the fights and these characters and stuff like that. And I do feel like there's a big misconception on how a lot of these 9th anniversary fights are structured. So Vegeta is going to be able to stack attack and defense in base. We could transform into Super Saiyan Vegeta very easily. It's only turn 3 if our HP is above 18%. So that's very good. Chances that we aren't able to get that because our HP is too low is very, very, very small. And then Vegeta is guarding with damage reduction for free in both forms. I think he's going to be looking pretty good. Now, one of the big things to remember about this Vegeta right here, turn 1, is that Vegeta does get, what is it, a guaranteed additional if there is a Goku on rotation, right? Let me hear. Okay, so Vegeta's getting 2 key, 150% of stats. He guards, 18% damage reduction. He has an additional super for 3 turns. More HP remaining, the greater his attack and defense are, basically, as well. Then he gets an additional that has a 70% chance to be a super if there's a Goku ally or Goku enemy. So I think that we should be able to see Goku or Vegeta. Oh, damn. It was only 70%. We got a double normal right there. Okay. Yeah, so remember, wait, does he... Oh, yeah. Then he gets 31% defense with each attack received in the turn. So every time he's getting hit, he gets a little bit more defense. That goes up to a max of 80%. Now, again, remember, with his super attack, he was stacking both attack and defense. That is very relevant because, you know, stacking defense is going to make that guard and damage reduction work a lot better against Blue Gogeta and Beast and a lot of these major behemoths. But him stacking attack as well, the Big Bang is an active. So with that Big Bang like that, I mean, that does look pretty good. I mean, I could see Vegeta being able to do a tremendous, crazy, nasty amount of damage with the active, right? I don't think it's going to hit as hard as Frieza's, because certainly the stacking part of Vegeta's is not going to be as strong, right? Because since Vegeta's stacking attack and defense, it should be a 20% stack. Whereas, like, Frieza... Oh, I've got the intros on. Frieza is going to be a 30% attack stack. Alright, so here, let's get the intros off here. Okay, so we are going to have a Vegeta on each side right here. Vegeta's leader skill, at first glance, I was like, it doesn't seem that crazy. But now it's like, no, I mean, it is pretty good. I didn't bring him, but remember, we have Evolution Blue Vegeta. I mean, he's going to be the best character on the team, right? LR Evolution Blue Vegeta. So it's Vegeta Family and Super Saiyan. The thing is that Super Saiyan has just gotten so many buffs. I mean, it's just going to be in a really good spot, right? Because of how many buffs Super Saiyans have gotten. So I think Vegeta's team is going to be really good. I think Vegeta's going to be really good, and I think his team is going to be really good. A lot of these fights, like Blue Gogeta and stuff like that, it doesn't open, oh my god, how are we going to live the damage? Like, I see global players, I think, talking, and they still act like we're in the Fusion Zamasu meta. I mean, Vegeta should be fine against Fusion Zamasu with the guard and the damage reduction and stuff anyway. But, like, it's not like that anymore, where you need to be max turn 1, slot 1. You know, Vegeta, you're going to, like, Vegeta's still good in base. Like, his damage is not good. But, he's got the guard and damage reduction in both. So, all right, let's see. Yeah, dude, him having the guard and damage reduction is nice. Now, the damage reduction isn't that much. It would be virtually nothing if it was the only thing on a character, but Vegeta is guarding with it as well, right? And then with these stacks, I mean, I think his defensive, like, he's going to get to a nice number. Here, let's just skip to the next turn instead of watching Broly attack 50 times. All right, so here we are, turn 3. we're able to transform with Vegeta right away. I think what I'm going to do here, because, I mean, we have the Vegeta right here, and then we got the friend Vegeta. I think we'll just transform with this Vegeta right away. He's at 448 already. Oh, yeah, dude, he's very good, because, I mean, he's getting that defense when he gets hit. Obviously, he's getting defense when he super attacks, stuff like that, right, with the stacks and stuff like that. Guarding, damage reduction. I mean, certainly you look at this, like, 400k right here, and then, you know, he's able to get a little bit of extra defense when he gets hit. And, you know, it's not like, oh, my God, like, he's the craziest or anything like that. But, you know, we would be able to transform, presumably, whenever we want to, right? Like, Vegeta and base, I guess, like, once you get to, like, STR Gogetas where maybe it would become an issue. All right, so, again, let's transform with this Vegeta, and then the other Vegeta we might just let stack for a bit.
計算だけでわかるもんじゃない俺たちサイヤ人はな
All right, Vegeta. So now, let's see what his defense is looking like. 266. That definitely is pretty low. Like, that's going to be no good. So let's see what Vegeta is looking like right here. So he's at 3 key, 180% of stats. He guards, 18% damage reduction, 180% attack when attacking. Additional has a 70% chance to be a super. Another 30% attack. He basically gets stacking attack as the enemy's HP is lower. 30% attack if HP is 80% or less. 30% attack if HP is 60% or less. Another 50% attack if enemy's HP is 40% or less. Then he gets 180% defense when receiving an attack. I believe that's like Fusion Zamasu, right? And then he gets an additional super and attack break after receiving an attack. So for slot 1. Let me just test this out. So I'm going to attack Zamasu right here. I would like to do a little bit more damage to Rose because I'm going to snipe him with one of the Big Bangs because he has obviously the very good active skill, right? Let me just double check. The wording is the same as Fusion Zamasu, right? So what that means is Vegeta's defense is very deceptive. He actually has an additional 180% that is going to be there yeah, because Zamasu gets 50% defense when receiving an attack. Yeah, so it activates right away. So Vegeta's start of turn defense looks very deceiving because there's a monster stat buff that's not there. Then he supers a million times. Again, we could have easily stacked a little bit more with him. He does seem probably like the best TUR. Because like a difference between like him and Bardock, Vegeta very easily could like quad super turn 1. And then he could do it again on turn 3. And then all of a sudden, you know, it could be turn 5. You have Super Saiyan Vegeta with like 8 stacks, and he's going to be looking insane. Now, you're not going to get 8 every single time. I mean, but, you know, 6 stacks, 5 stacks. He's probably still going to be pretty strong. And unlike Bardock, who is a floating piece of cardboard out there, Vegeta's guarding with damage reduction even in base. He seems very good. And the thing about this Vegeta, to me, is he seems like he's designed well for a lot of these fights. Vegeta does also seal on his super attack effect, which of course will be really, really strong if we're talking about maybe like the Cell Max fight and stuff like that. So again, I'm liking what I'm seeing from this Vegeta. I think about like Dragon Fist, Hirudegarn, a lot of these other characters. I do think I see this Vegeta as our number 1. I really do, man. He looks good. Very, very, very good. Okay, so again, this Vegeta, let's let him just get like an additional little bit of stacking. I see no reason to just like, let's transform super fast with him or something like that. So again, that's one of the big things I do want to just kind of like remind people and push for people is that you don't have to have all of your power right away anymore, right? Like Dokkan, one thing I liked is that they did that, like kind of like last year's meta, like a lot of those Dismal Future Red Zone fights. It's just like right away. Like you got to be good right away. And now this year, like, you know, with the next batch of fights, they switch that up. I think that's good. I would much rather they're switching things up like this. I think that's really a good idea for Dokkan. So because of that, that's going to set up a character like this Vegeta to be much better. All right, remember, this Goku Black does 800k. There's no way Vegeta takes damage from that, right? Yeah, there's no way. Okay, cool. Let's just come back for the next Vegeta turn. All right, Vegeta. So now we could do Vegeta's Big Bang. I think that Vegeta's Big Bang is really going to be very, 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 very good. Of course, the longer we stack, the stronger it's going to be. In order to do Vegeta's Big Bang, I believe he needs to get hit, it's 3 times. Yeah, 3 times, or there's 1 enemy that's below 80% HP. I look at a lot of, like, Vegeta's buffs like that. Like these buffs that are stronger against enemies with smaller HP. And it really does, like, what I'm seeing from that. By the way, what's Vegeta's defense right there? Still that 266k number. I feel like people will see that and think much less of Vegeta. But then again, I transform right away, which you're probably not going to wanna or need to do in nearly any fight. Again, because of the fact that Vegeta is guarding with damage reduction and base, like typically characters that transform like this, they don't have those mechanics. I mean, his 18% damage reduction is only for the first 3 turns, I guess. But like usually characters like the defensive, like think about Blue Goku and Vegeta. The reason they have issues is because their guard wears off with their intro. Like that's not going to be a thing with this guy. So, I don't know. All right, let's so we got an extra turn of stacking. Let's go ahead and drop the Big Bang with Vegeta, and let's, you know, sort of like see what his stats look like after a couple more stacks here. All right, guys, let's go ahead and transform with this second Vegeta right here, who is able to get a few more stacks. We can just go ahead and do this real quick. Let's go ahead and drop the Big Bang on that Rose, and let's see if we take him down. So he's at 380. So again, a lot of Vegeta's defense is not going to be seen. It's going to be like LR Fusion Zamasu, where he gets so much of his defense when he gets hit, right? Right, this Vegeta... Wait. Yeah, he has to get hit first. Right. Okay, let's do this. Let's have Vegeta hit Zamasu right here. I'll probably have the Goku and Vegeta whittle away at Goku Black just a little bit right here. There we go, perfect. That way we'll get him a little bit lower, and we'll probably just finish him with the Big Bang on the next turn right here. So, yeah, Vegeta does seem very nuts to me. Definitely think he's going to be the best TUR with the way his kit is kind of set up with the defensive mechanics. I do think that Big Bang is going to be very powerful. The Big Bang, on the turn we use it, does give us guaranteed crits. So that's going to allow Vegeta to potentially finish an enemy off. Remember, he gets all those buffs if the enemy has low defense as well. So Vegeta is definitely just set up to succeed for sure. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and drop the Big Bang right here and finish Rose off. I'll be curious to see how much damage this is going to do with just the actual Big Bang itself.
こいつがスーパーベジータのビッグバンアタックだ
19, and that was just... What did that Vegeta do? Just 3 stacks? Dude, that is a good KO screen. That was just 3 stacks, right? Oh, dude. Like, when we go into, like, Blue Gogeta, Vegeta is gonna destroy Gogeta at the end, man. Like, I don't know. Because especially, too, like, if we're gonna have, like, Carnival Gogeta, Evolution Blue Vegeta, like, we could really get greedy, I think, and stack Vegeta a lot, man. Because it's like, unlike some of these other characters who stacking comes with a lot of risk, I don't think Vegeta's going to be as risky to stack. I don't know, man. I think this Vegeta is very good.